Hello there! This is LEGO Dynasty, and today I'm bringing you guys my review of the LEGO Star Wars Death Star Trench Run. It is set number 75329, comes with 665 pieces, and is rated ages 18 and up. Now this set retails for $69.99 US dollars and $89.99 Canadian. Now of course this is one of the original LEGO Star Wars Diorama sets that was released way back when, so it is nearing its retirement lifespan. And coming up front, this is a set I originally passed on getting and wasn't planning on getting, but it's sort of grown on me, and I decided, you know what, why not? Might as well pick it up today, or well, might as well pick it up and build it and now review it. So let's get into this, starting with the box. Now taking a look at the box art of the Death Star Trench Run, you have the set with some nice red glowing from the background, sort of, in my mind, to represent sort of the dark side, you know. Dark side's about to win, with the Death Star about to destroy the Rebel base on Yavin. It's up to Luke to destroy the Death Star. He's got one shot. He's being chased by Darth Vader and his two TIE Fighter accomplices. And yeah, definitely a very iconic scene from the very first Star Wars, or of course now Episode 4, A New Hope. Of course, you can see the information I already represented or mentioned earlier. You do have the actual size of this Lego piece here, as of course the set does not have any minifigures. Taking a look at the back, you have the scene it is representing, showing Darth Vader's TIE, you know, shooting down a big Star Collider, showing it's on display in on one of those metal shelves for some reason. And then also the dimensions being 10 centimeters or 4 inches tall and 22 centimeters or 8.5 inches across. Now before we get into the actual set, of course we'll show off the manual. Now this is an older style diorama set, so it does actually have the box art still printed onto the set, which definitely looks a lot better. If you've seen some of my more recent videos, you'll know they have changed the manual style, which just doesn't look the best in my opinion. Inside the manual, you have references to the scene that they made the set out of, and then of course showing it in Lego form, which looks very excellent, even showing this nice little miniature from the Death Star that I assume is outside Skywalker Ranch, which is probably what they sort of based building the set on, which I think just looks awesome. And of course, for a diorama set and 18+ set, I was left with a ton of extra pieces. And as far as I'm aware, I did not miss any agreeably. I went through again just to see, and as far as I'm aware, I really didn't miss anything. This is the amount of pieces I was left with. You know, you have lightsaber hilts, studs, obviously you have the brick separator that's just included, but quite a few extra pieces for free, which is just awesome. Of course, if you wanted to, you could add some of this to the trench run itself, make it a little bit different from what everyone else will do if you wanted to. But at the end of the day, this is all free Lego. Now pulling the set up, of course, you have the LEGO Star Wars printed plaque along with the very famous quote, "The Force is strong with this one," from Darth Vader. And taking a look at the actual ships, you have the X-Wing fighter with a nice printed piece to represent R2-D2, looking very nice there. It's a nice little sort of, not even midi scale X-Wing fighter, but it definitely looks very excellent. Of course, you have Darth Vader's TIE Advance and the TIE Fighters also having these printed little studs here to represent, you know, the sort of cockpits of the TIE Fighters or TIE Advanced, and also using the lightsabers hilts to represent the like laser fire coming out of it. So we have it slightly off center to represent, you know, one blast coming out a little bit sooner than the other. You of course can line it up however you see fit there. Taking a look at the actual sort of greebling of the trench run, you have the cannon, which does spin okay, like as you saw there, it bopped off. Like it's not like on one of those turning dials, but it works. You can represent it sort of firing at Luke if you want to. Of course, at this point it would have been turned off so they wouldn't destroy Darth Vader and his TIE interceptors as they hunt down the rebels. But the actual greebling and design just looks fantastic. Like that's the majority of the set building is all these greebling and little designs, obviously, and it looks outstanding. It definitely looks fantastic. Like you can see some different parts to represent, you know, vents and other aspects of the Death Star. and it just looks like, I keep repeating myself, but it looks awesome. Taking a look at the back, you can see one of my main things I dislike is the fact that they did a different color. Normally when they do different colors, it's to represent, you know, to show the difference between pieces. In this case, I don't think it's necessary, especially as an 18 plus set. Would have liked to see a little bit more uniformity. Of course, depending on how you display it, if you display it up against a wall, you're not going to see that, but still, it's just a minor gripe, but I wish this was also in gray. But you can see some of the other parts there. See the nice chrome vent pieces there, all wrapped around, which just looks fantastic. And really, that's about it. Now, of course, as a diorama set, this set has no play functionality. It's simply meant for display. That's why it's marketed as 18 plus. And really, the main reason why I passed on this set initially was the fact that it honestly didn't have minifigures. I just didn't really like it too much, and I decided to wait on it, you know, and I really didn't think I was going to get it. But as I've seen it on shelves, seen other reviews, it kind of grew on me, and I decided, you know what, I want to get this set. And I definitely think this is a set that if you love A New Hope or the original trilogy of Star Wars, is definitely a set you're going to want to pick up before it retires. Having said that, do I still wish there was a minifigure included, like some sort of Luke Skywalker, or, you know, Darth Vader, or even a TIE Fighter pilot or something, maybe even a Grand Moff Tarkin, just to have off to the side. Yes, absolutely I do. I definitely think minifigures are a big driver of LEGO sets, and I definitely feel like even if it's not minifigure scale, you can still include minifigures in sets like these. And I hope LEGO has taken that criticism on some of its more recent ones that also didn't include minifigures, like the Executor Star Destroyer, which definitely could have had a minifigure included. It had room for it on its stand to place a minifigure. I definitely feel that the 18 plus sets, even if they're in this sort of midi scale sort of design, can include minifigures, and really should include minifigures, because that's a big driver of what sells LEGO sets. Now, having said that, this set is still outstanding even without a minifigure, but it is still a bit pricey. With 655 pieces for $69.99 and $89.99 in US and Canada, that's still a pretty pricey set, especially since this set is primarily smaller pieces. You know, there's some plating, big plates for the bottom of the set, as you can see there, but overall it's a lot of smaller pieces, so even if you're not a price per piece person, it's still quite a pricey set in my opinion if you factor in all of that, just because you're not getting like a lot of really big pieces, it's a lot of smaller stuff. So, like I said, this is definitely a set that has absolutely grown on me, and is one that I definitely recommend you picking up before the set retires. The set is probably going to retire by the end of the year, and once it's gone, it's going to be probably at a pricey set, being an 18 plus set, even though it has no minifigures. I just wouldn't be surprised if the set is a long-term, really expensive set to get. Though I guess time remains to be seen if that is the case. With that being said, that's all my opinion. Let me know your thoughts on the LEGO Star Wars Death Star Trench Run in the comments down below. Have you guys picked up the set, or are you planning to pick it up before it retires? Let me know. Please leave a like and subscribe if you have enjoyed, and have a great day, everyone.